Okay, everybody, welcome to another Creator's Corner. Now, the question is, what's it like to do true life in comics? Or maybe half true life stories? Do we just mix in a little bit of fantasy to keep us in trouble? Well, we're going to talk about that with Mark Dooley himself tonight on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first?
I will talk first, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to our Creator's Corner here on Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Busser, along with the one, the only Mr. Mike Shanks, who once again has changed his background of comics behind his left shoulder. I had to think about that for a second.
Just a little
Yes. Mike, say it to everybody.
Good evening to all you geeks out there in Geekdom Land.
Yeah, so everybody, we're pretty excited, as you know, sometimes on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and or both or neither. Sometimes we'll do Creator's Corner, and we've got a creator with us tonight by the name of Mark Dooley. Do we need to pronounce the C, the Mark C. Dooley? Is that the best way for them to find you?
That's fine. So
Well, Mark reached out to us, you know, as we tell everybody, hey, reach out to us on our website and or our email at show@2geeks, 2geeksmike.com. And he reached out to us, shared some of his stuff, and so we thought it was pretty interesting. And he's actually it looked like we could have a lot of shenanigans happen tonight, so we're gonna just talk and have a good time. And Mark, so if people want to find you out in the interwebs, what's the best way for people to find you?
my Facebook page under Mark C. Dooley is
Okay.
a good start. Now, if you'd like to see some of my archived work, it's under the Boss One blogspot.com, and that's where I basically archive everything, particularly my comic strips, but I'll occasionally put some of my full page comic work on there too. So, but generally, my Facebook page, I'm always putting up something new practically every day.
Yeah.
So, and I have a lot of fun with it. I get a lot of good reactions on things. So,
Yeah. Well, let's do this. So just for those who may be catching the audio version of the show, so Mark, M-A-R-K,
MARK,
C, and then Dooley. Go ahead and spell Dooley for us.
DOOLEY.
And am I saying it correctly?
Yeah.
Oh, whew. I just happened to think about that. We want to honor you.
I've been called Dudley at one time. One time I was on a podcast with a guy named Mark Dudley, and we were trying to. I don't think we're related. I'm kind of white and you're kind of black, and unless my mom didn't tell me something,
Right.
Hey, you never know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I consider him a brother anyway. He was really happy to see my stuff and the like, so I that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. So, hey, tell us about kind of what is it that you do? You've got two main projects that I noticed,
Yeah.
but tell everybody just kind of what it is that you do. What is it that you create? Obviously, comic strips. I heard comic
Yeah.
books, but
Yeah.
I'll let you share.
Okay, well, our main book, our main regular comic book, is the actual semi-true adventures of Mark and Dee, which is contemporary stories about me and my wife, our friends at Columbus, Indiana's former cultural watering hole, the Comic Cave, and all the supporting characters that are there as regular customers or sometimes have to live there. And it deals with basically myself, who's trying to become a successful comic book creator, and my wife, who's down to earth country bred tomboy. And when we got together, it was like I wouldn't put a dollar on that relationship lasting. 60 years later, here we
60
are.
years later.
60
Wow.
years later, we met when
Congrats.
we met when we were 12 years old. We were next door neighbors. Uh, the story is basically I grew up geeky before it became a thing. Because my mom turned me on to Batman comics, put a
Okay.
fear of clowns in me because of that, because of the Joker,
Joker.
and basically I led a life of bullying, harassment, and all kinds of stuff in elementary school because comics were still considered juvenile delinquency source number one. And then 1966 rolled around, and there was this little TV show called Batman, I think it was, and almost immediately when that show came on the air, the bullying stopped. The kids had greater respect for me, and they always came to me wanting me to draw their favorite superheroes or draw them as superheroes.
Oh, wow.
Which I did in my final year in elementary school. We put out a little photocopy uh, newspaper for the kids, and on the cover I just gridded it off and started drawing little bitty pictures of all my classmates as superheroes. So Robert came to me and went, Rockman? Really? Rockman? It's that or Flounder. I'm sorry. So, but Fad, I fell in love during my 6th grade year, and she actually liked me back. Unfortunately, fads fade, love dies, and before it was all over with, she moved back to Texas with her family, and I moved to a little town called New Bern, Indiana, out in the where you never knew where that if your next step was going to put you knee deep in a cow mound. So, but I always say when God closes a door, He throws a brick through a window, and that brick was my future wife, Dina Berkman, and we went through all of our teens together. She did one of the greatest favors for me of all time at Christmas time, somehow, some way, and she has never told me how she did this under a deadline of 2 weeks. She was able to get a special offer from Kellogg's Cornflakes of record set of the classic Superman radio show. And somehow, she just gave me this look as you really like to have these. Say, yeah, but we got to empty 3 boxes of cornflakes, get the box tops off of them, and we can't stand cornflakes. How are we going to eat those cornflakes? So she just gave me this look, and a couple of days before Christmas, we did our gifts exchange, and she gave me those records.
Wow.
And I looked.
Do you still have those today?
They are hidden away somewhere, possibly in our storage area here at the apartment building, but I haven't been able to find them. They've all been reissued in CD form, and
Sure.
and so I immediately bought those and the audio tapes. So, but she. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, well she told me she's never going to tell me where she got those, and I theorize in one of my comic strips where I tell the story that her dad may have had something to do with that, and knowing that he was very much a waste not, want not kind of guy. What happened to those cornflakes? And I have a picture of him with a gigantic bowl, all those boxes surrounding. He's sitting there just, man, I hate cornflakes. A little tribute to her dad. God rest his soul.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So, but we uh, we spent most of our teens together till finally we had to leave Newbern. My stepdad went nuts, and I just finished the story about what I called the Night of Darkness, where they got into a humongous argument, and my mom, his parents, who were telling him what an idiot he was, and what happened was basically we had to leave because he left. He almost got all the money out of the bank, and so we moved just about half a block or half a door down from my grandparents. And grandpa and grandma, they were key to how I became an artist, and besides mom, they were key to how I became an artist, true comic book geek. Although I will tell you right now, never let your grandparents pick your comics.
Okay.
Because I asked them to get me a Justice League comic. That's how everything got started. Justice
Yeah.
League. You get me a Justice League comic, Grandma, and okay, I guess. And then they came back and they brought me Avengers #5. I didn't know anything about Marvel comics or any of that stuff. I just, it's DC, that's mine.
Yeah.
But they brought that to me, and I'm sitting, Grandma, this is not the Justice League of America. Well, they look like the Justice League. No.
Yeah.
Look, there's this guy wrapped up in a flag with this overgrown frisbee he keeps tossing at people's heads, and there's this tree hugging hippie over here with this big mallet, and it has a name. Joner.
Right.
Look at there's a rich guy walking around in an iron lung. Wow.
Yeah.
And then we flipped inside and we got, oh, look at this creepy looking guy with the webs. Oh my God. Who would think this guy is a hero?
Yeah.
Well, a few months later, the Spider-Man TV show came on Saturday mornings, and I'll tell you what, Saturday mornings was glorious around my place. And
Yes.
and I was so surprised at him because immediately after that I started picking up Spider-Man comics, and I'm going, he does one thing that I've never seen Spider-Man or Batman or any of the other DC heroes do. He mouths off to his villain. He's got a smart mouth. So everything I've learned about being a smart mouth, I learned from Bob Hope and Spider-Man. So
Nice.
those are good
nice.
sources.
Now, so when you write your stories, so are you doing the stories, you're doing the art, you're doing the coloring, you do everything.
Yeah, pretty much a one-man team. So, but I enjoy it.
Well, I watched one of the videos that you had on your YouTube channel because I was, just trying to learn more about you and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny what I said at the very beginning. Everybody, that was not me. That's Mark's words, where he sits there and says, it's that half. How did you put it? Half truth. But then he said, and just enough fantasy in there to be dangerous, or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
like that time my wife learned how to fly from God.
okay.
I still don't think that really happened, but and she met the devil. Well, we call him the Dark Man, and he stands. Whenever I do his dialogue, I always picture Al Pacino in my head.
So, from like the what was that called?
Hey,
The Devil's Advocate.
How you like an apple?
Yeah. Hooah. A scent of a woman. That's where that hooah.
Yeah, and apples are great. They're full of vitamins, minerals, and knowledge.
Or we can go the Doctor Who route. Apples are rubbish.
Apples are rubbish. Tangerines also. So no, no one wants a oh shoot, what do they call orange or a samuka something? Uh, I'm going. It's an orange. Just call it an orange.
Oh,
So, but now
but that.
bananas are another thing. Bananas are good. So
Mm. So
yeah.
Oh,
you
I can't eat bananas. It's a texture thing for me.
Oh,
really?
okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah. I cannot eat bananas. I'll
Mm.
quote my nephew. I will throw up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a little recipe for that. I basically mush about 4 bananas. I throw some grape nuts, peanut butter, and Nestle's chocolate quick on that. Mush it all up and roll it into a candy bar and freeze it.
Oh,
And
oh.
it's delicious and it's very nutritious. It comes from a Weight Watchers recipe, and I I called them. Well, they were originally called homemade Snickers bars, but to frustrate my wife, I call them turtle turds.
Well, I might be able to eat that. Well, I don't know if I want to eat a turtle turd, uh,
But they
but
are
I can eat
delicious.
banana bread. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She
Mm.
loves banana bread. So.
Yeah, that's funny. So that with your comic, so there's the one about you and Dee's adventures,
Yeah.
but then what's the other primary comic
And
that you
the
have?
other is actually one you can catch when I'm freed up from doing the regular comic. I usually go into the comic strip called Genesis of a Fanboy. And that one's a little more autobiographical because it
Uh-huh.
does go into great detail about my life growing up, um, seeing the Batman TV show just basically take over. I lived in a downtown in downtown Columbus, where that was just the hub of commerce back in the '60s. There was no less than 4 places in downtown that carried comic books.
Oh.
There was,
Oh.
yeah, Cummins Bookstore usually carried a rack of a spinner rack of comics, but they also carried my favorite monster magazines.
Yeah,
So
nice.
if I had a little bit of money left over from getting the comics, I'd usually get a monster magazine. And then right across the street was G.C. Murphy's, um, which had an okay collection of comics over there. What made that special was down in the basement. That's where all the toys were, and they always got the coolest models
Oh,
from
nice.
the monsters, uh, the superhero stuff from Aurora, the Batmobile, the whole dang thing. And but best of all, 2 doors down was Nagel's Bookshop and Cigar Emporium. That place, if you couldn't find it at Nagel's, it hadn't been published yet. They had 2 giant spinner racks and 3 wall racks in
Oh.
one corner. Oh my God, it was like paradise. So, and there was never enough money to spend on that stuff. So I also
Yeah.
picked up my first books of the Fawcett Crest publication of the Peanuts comic strips.
Oh,
And
Hmm.
so I started learning at an early age. We had Charlie Brown family. My grandpa's name was Charlie Brown. My little brother had a security blanket and often was doing it. And we had a dog named Snoopy.
Hmm.
And I'm not sure who Lucy was in our family, but I'm not going to get into that.
Smart move. Smart move.
No.
That's funny. So, but again, the best place people can find you is on Facebook then.
Uh,
So,
yeah, that
okay.
we also have just now established ourselves on Global Comics. so you can go in there and do the digital thing. We're also trying to get on Tapas right now. They do a lot of Japanese manga, but they're open to just about any other style too. So I had to whisper to my wife. I think I can tell you right now, not everybody who does these comics is Japanese.
Okay.
Well, I love Japanese manga and anime. I'm a huge old school fan of Astro Boy and Marine Boy, and of course Robotech and the Star Blazers. Some of that stuff just oh, and Speed Racer. Don't forget Speed
Yeah.
Racer.
How about Battle of the Planets?
Oh, and that Battle of the Planets, that was one of the first really regular anime shows I
I
actually
loved it.
sat down and
I
watched.
did too.
I loved it.
I
as a
loved it
kid.
when I found out that the villain with the big hood thing and the ears
yeah.
and stuff was actually a woman, but they had Key Luke do that character's voice. I said, well, that explains why his cape is always down like this. So,
Right. I forgot about
doing
the
a little
villain.
hide and seek there. So,
So
but,
if someone goes to Global Comics, now everybody, this is my first time here. So it's Global GLOBALCOMIX.
that's right. That's right.
And so I looked up Mark Dooley and it came up, but I see you've got DeWalt Printworks.
That is our label.
Okay, so label. Okay, cool. So DeWalt Printworks. So that's DOOWALT
Yeah, it's
Printworks.
half mine and half my best friend Michael Wolf.
Okay.
So I'm hoping one day to actually get him to finally start doing some artwork again, because he can draw me under the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a much I do cartoonish stuff and the like. He does portraits, and he's amazing. But he wound up getting a shoulder injury that pretty much incapacitated him from actually being able to get into real elaborate drawing. I'm hoping that'll get better, and we can get him on here.
Yeah, we'd love to talk with him and stuff.
Get him to do some really cool artwork. Now, he did do the pencils for our third issue, which has my wife is the highlighter on that web. Let's see if we can get that up here. It's here someplace. Going through my massive briefs. There we go.
That's all right.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Sorry about
And that's number 3?
That's issue number 3. This is the one where my wife is summoned to heaven, meets up with our dead pets, and she's given a mission in life from God.
I was about to ask, is that the one where she learns how to fly from God?
Yeah. She just floats around. She soars over Columbus like George Reeves, you know. Well, maybe with a little more grace and not having to worry about being strapped to a board. So, but
okay, so I see it. So let me see if I can. I'm going to see if I can share my screen here, just so people can see it. Share screen. And entire screen, and this one. So on Global Comics, here, I'm going to bring you in here too. Mark, give me just a second. Oops.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, I can do stuff on the fly, but it takes me just a minute.
That is so scary.
Right.
Get that young man out of here.
So Global Comics, so DeWalt Printworks, so everybody can see that, DOOWALT Printworks, and then everybody can get PDF copies of your comics right here.
Yeah.
So I see book 4, or Mark and D Genesis of a Fanboy Book 4,
Yeah.
the actual semi-true adventures of Mark and
I
D.
love that.
Oh
title.
yes.
Yeah. And so that's where everybody you can find his stuff, but also don't forget to check out his Facebook page. Let me do that here. Facebook. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm just gonna go for it with you on
Oh,
here.
okay.
Let's see if this works. And so go to Mark C. Dooley. Man, there's a lot of. Oh, there it is, right there. So I'm gonna bring it up.
And clump. There we go.
There we go. I'm going to say add as a friend. Now, the other thing is I'm assuming on here that you post, you've got all kinds of different things with the comic,
Mm-hmm.
different pictures and different things, but you also do Kickstarters too, as well, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, we're getting ready to do a double launch of issue number 5 and issue number 6 of Actual.
Okay.
Number 5 basically wraps up a storyline we started from the very first issue, and 5 wraps that one up. And we were going to go ahead with another story I wanted to do, but I just got this urge. We need to do our wedding story. Because that was a crazy day. everything that happened before and during and after was just nuts. And there's of course some exaggeration a little bit, but a lot of it
Sure.
actually happened. And it basically deals with one of our post high school breakups. Just basically, she's got her mind, I've got mine. Mine's the one that counts. But we took a break from each other for about a year at one point, and then finally we got back together, and she was kind of getting out on her own now. She was getting away from her domineering parents, and wanted to become her own person. And she contacted me and said, "Why don't we get together sometime?" So, and it didn't take long for the old feelings to come back, and so we gave it about a year, and then I just got down on one knee, gave her the ring, said, "You wanna?" And went,
You wanna?
I guess I'm not doing anything that day. Whatever.
Well, it's a good thing she didn't have anything to do that day.
Yeah, I'm glad she freed up.
Right.
But the crazy thing was the getting the wedding party together for fittings. She wanted the colors pink and burgundy. Yeah.
Okay.
Me and the boys. Now they look great in the pink gowns and stuff. That was cool. Me and my brothers and her brother all look like New York pimps. And my best friend, the best man, he goes, "Hey, the pimps are here. Where are me hoes?" I said, "You didn't have to say that in front of the wedding party. No!" I'm never gonna hear the last of this from her sisters. But we had a nice time. We got married, and then we came out to we got hit with the rice immediately. My littlest brother, he decided, okay, I've got the box here. Wow. So that made a gash, but
Ouch.
anyway, we got out to the car, and I was driving this old crappy Newport, Chrysler Newport. It broke down like every 2 weeks. That's how bad this car was. And they covered it with shaving cream.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and I don't mean they just took some cans and they just kind of sprued it out all over the place. They backed the pickup truck
Oh
up
no.
to the car and just started shoveling it out and layered it. And
Oh my.
and I just looked at him going, "You do know I have to drive this out of town to the hotel, right?" "Oh, we forgot about that." So we drive it. Now, this is where some of the semi-true comes in. We got pulled over by the Adam 12 guys. Praise the Lord! My wife is a huge Adam 12 fan. I knew I had
Okay.
to throw this in where they pull us over and says, "Okay, well, happy marriage, young lady." Says, so you married him?" I went, and she's there going, "Yeah, so it would seem." So, well, he's a handsome young man. If you keep looking at me like that, you'll be the handsome young man. Hey!
Hey, wait a minute.
So, but it's been a fun ride doing that. I've got one more page left to do, and then
Okay.
it's ready for the Kickstarter.
Oh good.
Nice.
Having a lot of fun with that. They're doing some experimental stuff with that, using watercolors and watercolor pens and the like, and it's
Oh,
it's working for me, I think.
Nice.
So, but also bought some pen quills. Up till now, I just basically use microns for the line work, and
hmm
then a liner brush for the main inks,
okay.
and I like that. But I want to really work with pen quills and see where we go with that. So I've found some really good ones on sale over at Hobby Lobby. And
Yes.
for some people, that's a dirty word, but I just want to try some experimenting around and see what goes. A
Yeah.
lot of people
Very
are
cool.
saying, "So do you have digital stuff and stuff?" And I went, I couldn't do that stuff if you put a gun to my head.
You
Uh,
talking about like drawing digitally
yeah,
kind of stuff? Yeah.
digital
Okay.
tablets and stuff. I'm a paper,
Yeah.
pen, and pencil guy,
Yeah.
and I like it just like that. So
Yeah. And that's
the
nothing
only
wrong with that.
I throw it into Photoshop for the coloring and the like. Then I switch it over to Adobe Illustrator to do the captions and the word balloons,
Okay.
and it comes out really good.
Well, see, you're doing some digital stuff then.
Yeah, a little bit, but
All right.
it's nothing like where people are going, "Well, I'm going to let my AI take care of that artwork."
Well,
Oh,
no.
good, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Because you'll never get me on that deal. I'm too old. I'm impatient, and I've got the Alzheimer's. So my wife keeps saying, "You haven't got Alzheimer's." Oh yeah, who are you? Where is this
Yeah.
place? What am I doing here? What's this thing I'm driving? I don't know. I've
Yeah.
got the Alzheimer's, babe. So
Oh my goodness. So how soon do you think you'll have the Kickstarter up?
I'm planning on last week of this month. We're
Okay.
gonna
Oh, okay.
I'm going to set up a pre-launch thing for about 2 weeks, and then we will launch it outright. Now, the good thing about this is it is the physical comics, but we'll also have digital
hmm
downloads and like, and we don't have to go real elaborate. My last one I had to pull out because I wasn't able to devote as much time to it as I could, and it was a revival of the oh, our collection of the first 5 issues of,
Oh, okay.
of the book, but I wanted to redo it. This one has a kind of a flaw in it. You wouldn't even know that you missed it, but when I was downloading this to Comics Wellspring, I left out page 6.
Oh no.
Everything else is just fine with this book except for that little bit, and only I would know that that was
No.
missing because it's not a bad transition from that page to the next,
Hmm.
but it's something that just absolutely irks me.
So
So
there's additions now.
yeah, there's additions.
It's
We
missing a
also
page, so it's
this
special
is
edition.
now this is a collection of our comic strip. And
Okay.
actually has ones that haven't been put into regular single comics. And
Hmm.
we also have the invitation to the wedding in the
Oh,
for
cool.
episode
Oh, fun.
6. Yeah, you are cordially invited by Harold and Donna Berkman and Beverly Willie to attend the marriage of their children, Dina K. Berkman and Mark Charles Dooley. The apocalypse will not be televised. So,
Oh my goodness.
but anyway, this takes us right up to where I left off with the comic strips, where I've I'm starting my first year at Columbus East High School. I did 1 year at Columbus North when it was just basically Columbus High School, and they were building the new school. And so we got to the very beginning of that, and right about that's when all the disasters with Newbern came into play. And unfortunately, because my Dina was 1 year behind me because of an illness she had that put her out of school. Um, we were separated for about a year. But when she got there, we just picked up right where we left off. So that's just how much I love her. She,
Oh.
she's been my steady rock all these years, and very supportive of what I'm trying to do. So
Yeah. Yeah. There's a great unboxing video of the two of you um unboxing one of the comics. I can't remember which one it
yeah,
was now, but
yeah, I think that
yeah.
was. I'm not sure. We've done several of those, but yeah, I like trying to unbox sets. I try to open them up just a little bit more so nobody can get bored watching me trying to open up them comics Wellspring boxes, because once you get that open, you have to go through like tons of bubble wrap and the plastic stuff on top of it. Plus, they also separate all the comics with protective paper. So you have to go through all that to finally get the first Luginger thing out of there, and then it's glorious. So by that time, I've lost the audience because you lost us on the bubble wrap. I'm sorry.
Hey, we'll make note of that. So when we do an unboxing, we'll make
Skip the
sure we do
bubble
it
wrap.
quicker.
Yeah,
We'll skip the bubble wrap.
Yeah, definitely. I tried to get her to go play with it. She loves bubble wrap, but so I don't do that anymore. Oh yeah. There you go, babe. We just start chick, chick, chick,
Oh my
chick.
goodness. That's funny.
We caught you, babe.
Yeah. Well, so you've been drawing pretty much all your life.
Yeah, pretty
Then,
much.
I mean,
Uh,
you talk about drawing for your friends once they got a whole, little superhero things and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
my mom was very supportive of me doing. I started off with doodles of Humpty Dumpty, my favorite character because we resembled each other, and just basically squiggles and stuff. I experimented drawing myself with a mop top, a square body, 3 fingers, no thumb, no pinky, 3 fingers, and because that's all I saw on Fred Flintstone. So
Right.
he's getting along just fine without that thumb. So, uh, but then things started getting a little hairier because I started drawing on everything. When we were out of paper, I'd started opening up the golden books that my grandparents got us.
ooh,
And
gosh, I forgot
unfortunately,
about those
I,
books.
I
Yeah.
I committed a cardinal sin by drawing Humpty Dumpty's and tic-tac-toes in my brother's Pokey Little Puppy book.
Okay.
Boy, he just exploded.
Right.
Grandma, he's drawing in my Pokey Little Puppy again. Grandma was philosophical about it. Hey, when you get some talent on your own, then you can complain. In the meantime, shut up. Well, what happened was when I started drawing on my grandparents' wallpaper, I started doing all kinds of doodles on that, and Grandma said, "You gotta do something better with your hands." And I just immediately going, "Art lessons?" No, she wanted me and Tim to start playing musical instruments.
Ah,
And the result of that was my brother Tim became an award-winning guitarist for an independent country band,
nice.
and I started playing drums and made lots of noise. My instructor, Mr. Hinkle, the owner of the shop, would often, once he just left me alone in the sound room, he'd go in the office, put on a pair of earmuffs, and just sit there and read the latest edition of the Evening Republican, and his partner would come up and say, "Can I borrow those earphones? Get your own damn earphones."
Wow.
But it resulted in my actually caring. Mom just was determined you're not going to let those music lessons go to waste. You're going to join the high school band.
Hmm.
Oh, really? And but eventually, after we moved to Columbus East, I just loved it. So it was fun. I had great friends. We marched through lots of parades. We went through the Indianapolis 500 parade. So that
Oh,
was
cool.
an experience. I wouldn't say it was actually super pleasant trying to march on those curves when you're carrying like three Tim Toms on a rack, and by the time it was all over with, if you ever see my yearbook picture, there's me leaning on the ground, leaning against the Tim Toms, just looking like that boy's been through a dog pound.
What?
He looks like one of them cats in them Warner Brothers cartoons that winds up in the dog pound. They just.
Very nice.
Well, Mark, we're coming close up on time and stuff.
Okay.
Anything else that we need to know about, just about
Oh
with you
well,
and your projects and
I've got some dates. Gonna be at June 5th through the 7th. I'm gonna be at Indiana Comic Con. They've got me on no less than 4 panels for
Oh,
that.
wow.
One for our comic alone, and then I'm sharing two back-to-back ones with Doctor Justin Langley, I think is his name, and he's like one of those media or pop culture psychologist guys. I don't know what you do with that. Is there an actual degree you get in that? So, but
huh.
anyway, we're going to do back-to-back things on Doctor Who, and we're
Cool.
going to do
Nice.
one on Superman. I'm really hoping to meet Tyler Hoechlin. He's going to be at the convention this year.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
oh man, his I hope some of you have seen Superman and Lois, because he comes closer than I think anybody else to capturing the attitude and humanity of my Superman, which was George Reeves. So
Okay.
all powerful being, but not so powerful that he wouldn't come down out of the thing, shake your hand. I mean, take both hands in his, and talk to you for a little bit. Because I love that about George Reeves. He was just amazing. And
Yeah.
but then we're going to do the Doctor Who one right before that one. And
Now,
fortunately,
how big of a fan of Doctor Who are you?
me, I used to run a Doctor Who fan club up in Indianapolis called the Hoosier Network. And
Nice.
I love it.
I'm almost sorry that we were able to get all the episodes now on YouTube, or there's several dedicated channels to the classic shows. Because I remember a time when it was fun to go on PBS and shill for getting the show on their budget, and just trying to get the new episodes, which usually came to us in VHS on
Hmm.
really ratty transmissions, and but we ate it up. Now you can just see them anywhere you want. Kind of takes the fun out of it. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Mike is the big Doctor Who fan of the two of us, so
Yeah.
he knows much more about Doctor Who than I do.
ah, you need to work on him.
Well, it's kind of hard to suggest where to start with Doctor Who because that's such a big universe, and you know, it,
It is. It
yeah,
is. But I would suggest just start with the Christopher Eccleston stuff and
Okay.
the new stuff, because there's not as many monsters in rubber suits with zippers up their backs, and
yeah, but that's what made Doctor Who great.
that's what was fun about it. But anyway, and then the next day, Saturday, I'm coming back in to do a celebration of Dr. Demento
Oh,
and
cool.
the great Barry Hansen. But now that he's retired, we can all sit back and sing Fish Heads and My
Fish
Bologna.
heads, fish heads.
Yeah.
So,
My Bologna.
My
That's funny.
Bologna.
I remember those. That's
Mhm.
right.
Oh, they
Stick
were
your
great.
head in the bucket of shaving
Shaving
cream.
Be nice and clean. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm just going to crash out on Sunday.
There you go.
So
Nothing wrong with
they
that.
have nothing else for me to do that weekend. I'm just gonna go home and just crash. Maybe do a little bit of drawing and stuff, but just I usually have to have a good 2 days of recovery.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
So
sure.
Yeah.
My daughter and I went to. We had GalaxyCon in St. Louis last year,
oh, I'd love to
and
go one of those.
it was fun. We had a good time. But my daughter got 3-day passes. So we went all 3 days. By the end of it, I was dead tired.
Oh man.
I'm like, I'm not as young as I used to be.
Yeah. Amen, brother. So, I'm hitting 70 in August, so I started my career a little late, but I kind of have a philosophy about that. Do you really want to start this as a young man, or do you want to have a little bit of life behind you to be able to talk about? And
Mm.
that's and that has uh, been my, I guess, my success story with these, because I really, when I sit down and I start doing these stories, uh, I sometimes get a little emotional because the memories come back
Hmm. Oh,
so
yeah,
well,
sure.
and a lot of them are just valentines to the people that basically made me what I am today. So
Yeah.
worthless bum. So
Ah,
we're trying to do better. Like Tom or like Toby Maguire said. So how are you? Trying to be better.
yep.
Can't wait for the new Spider-Man, man.
Yeah,
Oh
me
yeah,
too.
yeah.
How many? How did both of you, when they cured Doctor Octopus? Didn't you just break down when he finally got his head back together, and he sees Toby for the first time? He says, "I've missed you. How
Yeah.
are you?" Trying
Oh
to
man,
do better.
I loved when Doc Ock showed up in what was the last movie? Gosh, I can't think of what the title
Homecoming?
is.
Oh, No
Yeah,
Way
Homecoming. Or
No Way
yeah,
Home.
No Way Home. When Doc Ock showed up in that, because I think Spider-Man 2 out of the Tobey Maguire series, that's the best one.
Home. Oh, yeah.
That's the one with Doc Ock. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite out of the Tobey Maguire ones. I think that's great, and Doc Ock was just perfect in that movie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when he came back in No Way Home, I was just like, yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
That was I cried through most of that because of course we wound up losing Aunt May, and I'll tell
Yeah.
you something. I was really hoping last year that Marisa Tomei was actually scheduled early on to be at the convention, and I just wanted to apologize to her because I'd said all kinds of nasty things when I found out they were casting her as Aunt May, because my Aunt May is not a hot young.
I said that too.
Yeah.
My Aunt May is a doddering little lady who's always afraid that Peter is going to go out there and run into that horrible Spider-Man, And then when she gets fatally wounded,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
just I just sat there and bawled my eyes out. My nephew was right next to me. Are you okay?
Yeah, she was great. She really was.
Yeah.
She pulled it out for me at the last minute, and I just wanted to apologize. I'm sorry for all the nasty things I have said about you being Aunt May. You proved yourself. So that was just a great time.
Mhm.
And the show, and the surprise appearance of a certain lawyer.
Yep.
Yes.
I hear
Yes.
he's a very good lawyer. we
Ah,
we ran into we had a table last year, and one of the guys who came over was he might has as well have been Charlie's twin brother, because
really?
Oh
he
wow.
showed up with the glasses, the red hair, everything. He looked like just like him. And so we took some pictures and stuff, and I, I put up on the thing. This is our lawyer that we're going to have litigate for us because the hotel we were staying at was horrible. I mean, it was a dive, and but we went with Nelson and Murdoch because the devil is in the details.
Ah.
Very good. Very good.
That's awesome.
So anyway,
Well,
uh, but yeah, we'll be at the at those conventions. We're also going to be at Incon Junction July 10th through the 12th. June 28th, we're also going to have a table set up at Knights Hall of Columbus in Indianapolis, and that'll be fun. This will be our first appearance there.
oh, cool. Cool.
And but the big show is in conjunction, so I'll be like divided between doing our stuff on the comics and running the video shows, and we I'm looking forward to it. So
Yeah.
Very
Sounds
good.
fun.
yeah,
That's cool.
we got all of our friends come to this thing. It's a fan run convention. We don't have we're getting one big celebrity. It's someone who's done a voice on one of the more popular animated shows on streaming.
Mhm.
But she's coming, and that should be fun.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's books, art, crafts, all kinds of things. Lots of role playing and strategy games and all kinds of stuff. But the good thing is it's all good friends that we know,
Yeah.
and we do pretty good over there. So and
That's
we have
cool.
and we do a raffle at the end of the day. 5 tons of stuff to for people to buy raffle tickets, and see what they can get. So.
Okay.
then. Cool.
Well, Mark, it's been great to have you with us.
Well,
Thank you
for
so
having
much
me.
for absolutely. It's been great to hear your story. You know, there's something to be said about the work that you're doing now, and actually, you know, that leaving that legacy of the story of not just your life but your wife's life, but and the half truths and the fantasy in between.
Yeah, yeah. That flying thing, that was, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just, I love our characters because they're all based on people I've known.
Yeah.
And um, hope I can get the story done before they have to come in here and take a crowbar to my rigor mortis body.
Don't say that.
No, it's all good.
I look at the words of Frederick March at the end of One Foot in Heaven. What better way to die than in harness? So,
right.
Nice.
Well,
and then we can play the carol on.
Yep. Well, real quick, everybody, just as a reminder, once again, go to his Facebook page, Mark C. Dooley, Dooley. And you can follow him there. Then also don't forget to check out his print called DeWalt Printworks, but you can find him on Global Comics. That's with an X at the end, globalcomics.com. You can find him there as well. Check out the Facebook page. I'm sure you're doing when you'll announce the Kickstarter as well as the cons that you'll be a part of.
Yeah,
that's the best way to get a hold of him.
I love doing those little mini-sodes because that gets a lot of excitement build up. So
okay,
but
yeah, Mark, we're excited for you. Thanks so much for contacting us and reaching out to us. It's been great to get to meet you and get to know more about the story behind, just the work that you're doing.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your having me on.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, real quick, thanks for joining us here on Two Geeks and a Microphone. Don't forget to check out our website at www.twogeeksmic.com. That's the number 2, GEEKSMIC.com. Also, you can check out our merch page from there, or you can actually go to our merch page, which is twogeeksmicmerch.com. And then if you want to help support us, we do have a Ko-fi page. Buy us a Ko-fi or coffee. We've heard it two different ways. Probably say coffee is what I need to say. ko-fi.com/2geeks. We have a $1 tier, a $2 tier, and a $3 tier. And all that does is just go help pay for just being able to do the live broadcasting that we get to do and all the website stuff and the podcast. If you want to reach out to us like Mark did, show at twogeeksmic.com. SHOW at 2, the number 2, GEEKSMIC.com is the best way to get a hold of us. And Mike, anything else?
Yeah, if you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on the socials. We are active on both Facebook and on Instagram. I try to post funny memes. Sometimes I might steal them. Sometimes I might make them. Who knows? All's fair in love and podcasting. And also you'll find relevant information of when we go live. And speaking of going live, we're live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math and the rest because I don't like math. And we are live. Yeah. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble, which we are actually live tonight. So
yes,
I got the links all right set up. So
nicely done.
All right. With that said, any last words, funny anecdotes, etc.?
Nope. It's all you, my friend.
All right.
I looked at the mirror today. That's enough.
Okay. Well, with that said, please do not Steven skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,